Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC and yet another edition of the Bargain Bin. You know, sometimes when we're just scrolling through Amazon and we just stumble on to stuff, and as soon as I saw the name of this knife, I had to get it. I did. I was like, dude, with a name like that, I gotta check it out. Now, like many Amazon and budget knives, it doesn't have a name, you know, like the Penguin, the Bug Out, so on and so forth. But this is the Romanticist folding pocket knife. I love that name, Romanticist. I had to check it out. I'm sorry. It just caught my attention automatically. So, what does the Romanticist give us? Well, we've got a G10 handle with some pretty decent texturing going on that gives us a fairly decent grip. Open construction, steel clip. There you go. Romanticist. I love it. Not deep carry, of course. You do have a lanyard hole, and it does come with a lanyard on it. Yes, I just left the lanyard on it. No big deal for me. And now it is right hand only. I was hoping maybe with this budget guy we could get some right or left hand, but no, it is right hand for the clip only. As you can see, it is a liner lock. It's a flipper. It's a standard budget knife, guys. It's a G10 D2 liner lock flipper. That's exactly what it is. But at 14 bucks, not bad. Not bad. So, overall fit and finish is actually done fairly well. I mean, I feel no, hot spots, sharp spots, nothing too, maybe a little bit where the pocket clip, pokes up there, but nothing too bad. I mean, you really kind of got to try to find it. But yeah, it's done fairly well. Now, whoever made it did a pretty darn good job on it. Like I said, D2 flipper knife, and now see that's where I notice it. That's where I notice that clip is when I have my finger back here. I mean, I don't know, maybe just a little bit of emery cloth or something on there might help that out. But sort of a clip-ish, drop-ish, drop. We'll go drop point. I'm going drop point. You tell me. Yeah, I'm going drop point. You've got several different segments of jimping. Jimping is a little aggressive. It's a little bit wider apart than what I say I like a lot of the jimping, but it does work. You also have sort of a little swale there, ramp that catches your thumb pretty well. And you know what? For a budget knife to have jimping way out here, I don't think we see that very often for doing, some draw cuts and stuff to help hold your finger there, and it does. It grabs onto my finger pretty darn well. So I was kind of impressed with that little bit of extra jimping going on out there. You do have a forward finger choil as well. It's pretty big, pretty generous. And once I get up there, my thumb drops right into that little ramp. And yeah, got a great grip on it. The lockup is pretty solid. I mean, the whole liner is engaged for sure. And it's probably, the leading edge is probably over to that 60 to 70%. So, I mean, it's locked up. I have no doubt about it. It's locked up. And as far as sharpness, I mean, I dropped the sharpness test, the initial edge test on it, and D2, baby, no issue. No issue. The $14 knife, it blown away some of the way more expensive knives. Absolutely. So, let's get a quick spec check on it. And like I said, I just left the lanyard. I say I don't alter knives before I show them to you. So that's why I left it on there. I didn't alter it. That's the way it came. So, let's see. So we're just over 6 inches, just over 6.5 inches, about 6 5/8-ish. You've roughly got 4 3/4 on the handle, which is going to give us 2 7/8-ish on the blade. Now, cutting edge is going to come down to just shy of 2.5. And then our grip length is coming in Point, whoops, I'll slide it. There you go. Point to point, we're right at 3 inches. If you take it out a little bit further, we're like 3 1/4. My pinky lands on it. We'll call it a 3.5 finger knife. But then again, you do have that lanyard for all the lanyard fans out there that could aid in your grip if you have a little bit larger hands, for sure. Let's see here. There we go. There's the bug out. Do our size comparisons. So it's smaller than the bug out, which means it's definitely going to be smaller than the PM2. But you'll get your comparison anyway. Yep, for sure. And a weight. You know, it's fun finding these knives on Amazon. There we go. Finding these inexpensive knives on Amazon. And, you know, I mean, not all of them were winners. I get it. But, you know, this little guy, it seems pretty solid. I've had it at work with me. You know, I did the initial edge test. It did well. It's held up. The edges held up pretty darn good. You know, 3.2 or 92 grams. So, I mean, that's the fun part, you know, to me. It's just finding all these budget knives. Always been about the budget. I don't think that'll ever change. But, you know, we'll try to get a wider range on the channel. So, definitely not deep carry. You will have a tad sticking out. Maybe a little bit more than that sort of half inch. And then, of course, your lanyard's going to lay out as well. Went in pretty smooth. Comes out okay. Decent enough pop. Retention is okay. Yeah. But, you know, overall, like I said, for a $14 knife, fit and finish is really good. Absolutely. The detent, it's not super drop shutty. You do have to kind of get in. Got to get past that detent ball. But the detent's on point. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, getting in to the liner, I mean, there's jimping on there. You can get it. There we go. Got to go a little bit lower. If you go high on it, you're not going to get past that detent ball. You got to go low, maybe dig in a little bit, and then you're past it, and you can drop it. But, and as far as grip in hand, you know, I pointed this out when I flip it. It's just where my finger lands. See how my finger kind of lands? Just naturally lands on that point. Okay, that's not great. I do kind of have to adjust it there. But in my grip, for my hand size, it's falling right into that crease. Do I know it's there? Yes. Is it a hot spot? No. I'm not calling it a hot spot. If I shift up and come back, it still falls into that crease for me. Feel it a little bit more there. Oops, sorry. It's just, I'm trying to bear down on it. It's really not bad. I can feel it, but it's not annoying. It doesn't make me unhappy to use the knife. So, I mean, seriously, guys, what do you think of the name? The Romanticist. It caught my attention. If that's what its name is meant to do, it absolutely did. It absolutely did. I looked at the price. I think it's like 13 something or maybe 14.02. It's right. $14. Okay, $14. I was like, oh, come on. We got to look at this one. Just got to take a look at it. And you know what? I have to say I'm glad I did. Because for $14, it's not going to be, you know, horrible if you lose it. You're out $14, yes, but you're not out $100, $150, $300, you know, 14. Okay. It's built well. It's built well. It operates well. The access to the liner could be a little bit better. But, you know, it's a $14 knife, so I can't complain. And you get a lanyard. Lanyard fans, you got a lanyard already on it. So there you go. So, yeah, very cool. I'm glad I checked this out. I hope you guys liked checking it out with me, for sure. $14 on Amazon, link below. Feel free to go check it out yourself, guys. And thank you very, very much for stopping by and checking out the Romanticist with me today. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.